credit report, credit score, FICO score. What do all these terms mean, and how do they affect your ability to get a home loan? In the next few minutes, we'll explain these terms and how to improve your credit score as you prepare to get pre-approved for a home loan. Let's start with the lending institutions. These are companies that lend you money in various ways, such as credit cards, car loans, and home mortgages. As you deal with these companies, they are reporting your transactions to credit bureaus. The three primary credit bureaus are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. They tabulate and summarize the credit data they have received from your lenders to create credit reports. These reports are provided to other lenders who may be considering lending money to you. You can also view the credit reports that these three credit bureaus have generated. You can view them for free once every 12 months by going to the annualcreditreport.com website. This is the site recommended by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau of the U.S. government. The annualcreditreport.com website will likely transfer you to the website for each of the credit bureaus you select. These websites have descriptions of the items on your credit report. Note that a credit score is not included with your free credit report. Your credit report summarizes your credit activity, but does not grade your credit worthiness. This is where your credit score comes in. It is used as an indicator of the likelihood you will pay back a loan. Fortunately, the three major credit bureaus all use the same scoring system. This system is provided by the Fair Isaac Corporation, commonly known as FICO. The credit score you get from any of the three major credit bureaus is considered a FICO score. FICO doesn't generate your score. Rather, they supply the scoring system to the credit bureaus, who then apply it to the data they have collected to generate a credit score. Therefore, you will have 3 FICO scores from each of the major credit bureaus. Since each bureau may have collected different amounts of data, your 3 FICO scores may differ, though they are likely to be similar. A FICO score will range from 300 to 850. Generally speaking, the score must be above 620 to qualify for a home loan. The average credit score in the U.S. is about 740. You'll want your score to be at least this high to get the best mortgage rates available. Your FICO score is comprised of 5 components. The first and most important is payment history. This makes up 35% of your score. If you are late making payments on your credit, it will show up here. The second component is the amount of credit you owe. It is 30% of your score. Combined, these 2 components are 65% of your credit score. If you want to improve your credit score, focus on these 2 items. The next factor is length of credit history. It counts for 15%. 10% of your score considers if you recently opened any new credit accounts. Recently opened accounts may temporarily lower your score. The final 10% factor looks at the different types of credit in your history. A wider variety of credit types can have a positive effect on your score. Now let's look at how to maximize your credit score. Before you even look at your credit score, there are some obvious things you need to do immediately to begin improving your score. First, pay off all your delinquent debts. It's not necessary to completely pay off your credit card or loan balances. Just make sure you're not behind on any payments. Second, always pay your credit card and loan payments on time. Making the minimum payment on time is much better than a larger payment that is late. It is these 2 actions that will have the biggest immediate impact on your credit score. The next step is to get a free credit report from one of the 3 major credit bureaus. Make sure there are no errors, fraudulent charges, or identity thefts. Do this at least a couple months before you seek pre-approval for a home loan. This will give you sufficient time to make corrections. Once you have corrected the errors on one report, get your free reports from the other 2 credit bureaus and make corrections as needed. Finally, you will likely want to get your FICO credit score from at least one of the credit bureaus. You can get all 3 scores from myfico.com for $60. Or go to each of the credit bureaus individually and pay about $15 per score. If your score is above 740, you're ready to move forward. If not, you may wish to consider waiting until you have a longer history of making credit payments on time and paying down more of your credit debt. Your credit score does not consider your income or your assets. Though your credit score is important, it is not the only factor that your lender will consider. Watch our video detailing the 12 steps to buying a home to get a bigger picture.